So as a country manager at L'Oréal, I'm of course in charge of the 3 countries that I manage. So of course develop the sales, develop the business, but mostly in charge of all the people that we employ and making sure that they work well, they enjoy the work, and they are having full development in their personal and professional lives. I think that the biggest challenge is to lead the people. The people that are relying on you. They are relying on you as a leader, as to give them a vision, to give them a sense of purpose, and to give them security. Of where you go, where the ship is going, and this is my role. So I think that this is somehow what is exciting about my role. But this is also what is probably the most challenging. To lead and to lead the people with you, and to give them this feeling that they can rely on you. So I started actually back in 1999 as a sales rep. So I'm proud of this story because I started really with the suitcase and working here in the Czech Republic from the very beginning, which was very exciting, to get to know how the real consumption is going on in the stores. And I spent my first 5 years in the Czech office, taking care of marketing, and I was in charge of a couple of brands growing up in the organization. Ended up in the marketing director role for the Czech Republic, and then I moved to headquarters in Paris, where I was joining the international development team. Then I spent many years in Paris doing different jobs, so in development team first, then marketing on the zone, Western Europe, Northern Europe. Then I was going through a sales experience, doing a key account manager in our French subsidiary. Then I got my first assignment as a country manager in Sweden. Then my second assignment was as a head of consumer product division in Italy. And after, I would say, 11 years abroad, I decided to come back to my home region, to come back to Prague, and to take the lead of the 3 countries in the center of the Europe. I think when I look at L'Oréal myself, I was very excited by what's behind. I felt it since the very beginning that I was given a lot of freedom, literally from the very first day, I mean, I think it's a track, I come back to the experience of the sales rep. This is where you learn the most, and it's a track. You are in contact with the consumers, with the customers. But even this experience I started, and then they told me, oh, look, this is basic guidelines what you do, and then all the rest of it, you fill it yourself with how you behave, how you work. So I think from the very first day I felt that in this company there is a lot of freedom, a lot of space for the individuals to take initiative, to take risk, to be entrepreneurs, and this is, I think, what I loved about the company, and what I still love about the company. Never, and I'm still not mastering my profession, and I think that this is a sort of healthy feeling. I still feel I have a lot to learn. I still feel there are many things that I'm eager to learn, and once again, I don't know what I will learn tomorrow, because the world will tell it to us, and the evolution of the industry will tell it to us. But can sort of say, okay, I mastered what I did yesterday. I'm more or less mastering what I'm doing today, but what will be the requirement for tomorrow? This, I think, we will know, and for the moment, I cannot tell you. But I will correct you. I think it's one of the cliches being said about L'Oréal. It's not a company for women, not at all. It's a company that treats very well women, and of course that in our workforce there are more women today than men. But I'm a perfect example, and I'm proud of it. And if some men are looking at this video, I would like to kill these cliches and to say it's not an exclusive company for women, not at all. There's a lot of exciting jobs. Cosmetics is today one of the fastest developing and the most exciting sector in the whole industry, I would say. It's extremely quick, work in an amazing speed of innovation, bringing new things to the markets. I think that you would not find this rhythm of innovation, excitement, and the challenges that a man likes to challenge in his professional life in other industry than ours. We are entering a quite exciting era with something what we call a social emergence of social beauty. The role of cosmetics is becoming quite essential for everyone to express himself. You want to express your personality in the best possible way so that you can feel good, you can interact well with your peers and with your neighbors. And I think this is where the cosmetics and the beauty in general, the beauty sector is playing one of the key roles, and is connecting the social media phenomenon with the beauty, and this is what we call a social beauty, which offers tremendous opportunities for us to seize them. And so this is number one. And number two, I think what we see, and we are going to evolve much more into what I would call a personalization of a beauty experience. As of today, our company has a strategy of universalization of the beauty, which means that we are a global company, but respecting local differences and local consumer needs and requirements. But the future will be even one step beyond, that we will be very personally in the products we offer, in the services we offer. And once again, digital is here to play the key role in this move. By definition, beauty industry or beauty products or our sector is not much rational behavior. In the most of the products, you don't wake up in the morning and say, look, I would probably need another mascara. Most of the products we do, and most of the services we do, are not about rational decision. This is the cost, this is the service, and this is the product, and the bottom line, I buy or don't buy. It's a lot about creating needs, creating not even needs, creating dreams, creating aspirations, and offering solutions. I would give you one example. One of the most recent successes that we have is a new brand that we acquired 3 years ago. The brand is called NYX, coming from California. And it's a makeup brand which illustrates perfectly this move. It was a brand with no advertising, which was quite new for us at L'Oréal to have a brand with no advertising. So no advertising. Co-creation of content with consumers. Being number one brand on the social media worldwide, so huge phenomenon. And not having traditional consumers, if you wish, but having a tribe of exciting consumers willing to share and belonging to a group. We had people literally queuing up for several hours before the opening of the first shop to be part of this tribe, to be part of this group, to belong. What worked for me, but what I was always, one of my values was quite very open-mindedness. I refused, since I was very, very young, I refused to give up. So as a sort of generalist profile, I think this would be my number one advice, to be open, be curious, And then, of course, what worked particularly for me at L'Oréal was, to take risks, to take advantage of the space which is given to you. Be entrepreneur, take initiatives. Don't rely on somebody who will do it for you. Just do it. And this is, I think, what I would advise once again to me. So I would probably not change too much, but this is how I would do it again. I think the most memorable, probably, if I started with the end, was the promotion itself. I had a big chance to be the first student of the University of Economics to graduate, and I was alone on stage on the graduation ceremony, so it was quite amazing. And then, what was the most memorable moment? Of course, it was the moment of sharing. When you go abroad, when you see the students from all over Europe, and when you see this tremendous community, and you start to absorb this diversity and diversity of cultures, of ideas. So it was quite exciting. So for me, I think the first semester abroad was, I think, very, very shaking in a way. It was shaping my future, but then what I did. And